Hello and a very good evening to our lecturer, to our dear lecturer. I am from Lux Movie Review, Group 77. My name is Mihal Joyob, matrix number 177376. Today I'm doing my video because I was not able to attend the group meeting which was scheduled on Friday due to some personal things which came up, and I decided to do the video and I will upload it along with the other video for our group members. So this is our sixth video discussion to discuss about the movies that we have already been reviewed and that we have already watched, and to critically say which one we would recommend and by giving our justification. So first of all, I would like to remind our dear lecturer that the four videos or the four movies that we have watched was Fantastic Beasts, Titanic, Ant-Man, and Mona. So basically, to start with, I would like to say that we decided to watch all those movies by voting, and basically we were nine girls and only one boy. I was the only guy in the group, and sometimes we choose our videos according to our liking, according to the trailer, and especially girls, they tend to go towards movies which are more like into romance, sweet words, adventure. But we as guy, as boy, we prefer movies which have action, which has thriller, or things like revenge and action. So so at the end of the day, we came up with those four movies according to our liking. So the first movies that we have watched was Fantastic Beasts, which is indeed a very great movie because it brings a lot of aspect in the movie itself. And basically, it was a voting favored by the girls. That's why we chose Fantastic Beasts first. And the movies itself, it has a whole upcoming of event which we don't expect, and also it is very fascinating to see the contrast between the two kind of world, the world of the nomads, which are those who don't have the power as we human beings, and those of those magicians where they have a hidden world and a hidden rule for themselves. They even have a ministry of magics, and they have to abide by some rules and regulation. And you can see that they travel from their world to another world, and also the concept of bringing all these types of endemic animals where he wants to liberate, he wants to free them in the nature. And then we have also the, how to say, those special effects, those tricks that has been used by the movies by using virtual reality software, where we can see when they're using magic to destroy the city of New York, and then how the magicians they came back and they reconstruct everything from pieces, and then we can see that they use the magic to kill themselves by using all these powers coming and going. It was really fascinating, and what is actually very good with this movie is it is targeting, of course, it is targeting small children or youngsters, but at the same time, it is correct for everybody to watch. It is appropriate for any kind of viewer, you know. And also, it is quite fascinating as it is bringing you in something that you want to know what is happening and what will happen. So this was the reason why we chose Fantastic Beasts as the first movie. And then coming to the second movie, we decided to choose the Ant-Man, which is a Marvel movie. And this one, yeah, I was the first one actually to suggest this one because as a boy, we like to watch action movies. So the girls agreed with me on this one, and we watched the movie, and the reviews was quite okay, a bit negative from the girls' side because of course they don't like action movies and kicking, throwing each one like this. But the good things also with these movies is that he's using the concept of an ant, which is very small, and he shows us that by using the size effect, how it can become a power where we can manage it, control it, and also make big use of it. And he's even showing the contrast of having his old grandfather discovering this suits, you know, and then he is the one who got the suits. He was working in a laboratory in a company, and then he was fired. He had so many problems, and then he just got this heritage, you know. and then he just went into the bathroom. And the special moment, about this movie is that it shows you how when he tries the suit and not knowing what he's doing, he just presses on a button and then he goes into the sink of the bathroom, and then it starts the adventure of this guy, where he has to go against the bad guys, how he enters through the keyhole using a senior, and the concept of having an elder people to guide him to like throughout his whole adventure and throughout all his mission to help him control himself, and having also the coming of the other Marvels movies, like we have the Iron Man, the friend of Iron Man, they were here, they were helping in the movie. They had like like a whole group of Avengers, we can say, which is coming. And this is quite a good movie, but also this one is not targeted to every kind of person. And we eventually reached to our third video, which was Titanic. For this one, we decided that it was going to be Titanic mainly by the girls, but also me. Also, I agree as a boy to watch Titanic because, as we all know, Titanic is a movie which is known around the world for its real consequence and also the real history behind that ship or that boat. And first of all, the critics that I have to say and the review that I would like to give about Titanic is that the fascination of showing how the big pride ego of men of trying to conquer the world, of trying to defeat God, shows us his own defeat in the first travel, in the first inauguration of the ship on the ocean. And also there are so many things. We have the romance part, which is beautifully acted by the actor and the actress, and also the concept of trust between them, the contrast between the high luxury people, the high class people, and the low class people. Like we can see that the guy, the actor, he come from he's an artist who is on the street. He don't care. He live today for tomorrow. He don't have any plan. He don't have any future. He don't have any security financially stable to be stable. And we can see the concept of Rose, who come from a big family, who is going to get married in a big family, always having in the high class society, and how they met and how they are so bonded together, how they become so mutual, how there is a chemistry going on between them, and showing that even Rose has so much money, but still she's not happy with her life. But here, the actor, being very poor, even he got the concept of showing you the opportunities that the guy got by playing and then getting a ticket onto the Titanic shows us how another adventure starts from him and where he come from and what type of people he's meeting. He fall in love with a rich girl, and and the concept on the boat showing you the hate and also the jealousy of the fiance of Rose, how he tries to put them apart, how he's so angry, he's so mad. And then we can see the concept of the luxury hall, the high class people, and then we can show the people in the low class people, how they live on the boat. And then what is amazing about the movies at some point, which is very fascinating, is for that time the amount of money that was spent was approximately 7.5 million US dollar only for the virtual effect. And we can see that they have been very successful in showing that because it was really real. When we can see the video, we can see the people, and when the ship just broke, the people diving into the water, when the ship just break and goes up, when the people are in the life safe boat, and then suddenly the boat just come back and splash into the water, causing big waves. It was really fascinating. And also it shows you how like Rose and there are so many things actually. I'm trying to brief everything up, and just to come at the end of the part where Rose is on the small plank, and then his lover is dying in the water, and then he promised her that okay, you have to keep on living, you have to fulfill your dream to achieve things. It's a really beautiful movie with a lot of romance, beautiful scenes, a very nice song when they are both in the front of the boat singing every night and so on. And but for this movie, the only thing is recommending it won't be easy because it contains a lot of sexual content, which is not appropriate for a certain age of people, especially child or even young adolescent. It's targeted only for a typical type of viewer. And finally, we came to our last movie, which was Muna. And frankly speaking, I was not in favor of favoring of watching this movie, but due to the fact that we are about, like I said, 10 members and 9 of them are girls, and they like this type of movies, we decided to use this movie. And there are some positive aspects and some negative aspects, but the good thing is, again, in this movie we can see that Muna is adventurous guy who is trying to go and to find the demigod, for the safety of his tribe. He's conquering the world. He's fighting against the ocean, against the storm. He's going through so many difficulties, so many obstacles, and she keeps struggling just to arrive because she had an aim. She's very confident. She wants to achieve that, and then she came to know that her ancestors were the tribes, which was travelers. When they went into the caves, they saw the boats, they saw the history of their people, and then the concept, like on the ocean, the typical island, the Polynesian culture, all this is really beautiful. And the good thing is that with this movie, especially, we can really target it to any kind of viewer. We don't have any specification on age limit because even the types of language they use, expression, the content, everything is appropriate for any kind of user. So this brings me to my conclusion about all the movies that I have been reviewed. Basically for each one, and personally for me, which one I would recommend, I would strictly recommend Muna and Fantastic Beast on the basis of appropriate age, because Mona and Fantastic Beast, they are the types of movies that is made for everyone, especially child. So here I'm not putting myself in the place of others. I'm just considering how many viewer or how many person is more used or is more comfortable to watch. So based on that, I would say I would recommend Fantastic Beasts and Mona for everyone, especially the child. But if I would recommend to people of my age, or especially the boys, I would recommend Ant-Man because it is an action movie. These are the types of movies that we like to watch as boys. And then for couples or for elder people, I would recommend to go for Titanic, which is a very good movie with a real history behind it, how many people died, and how give us give us a brief perception of how it was at that time and what really happened. How the people might have reacted during that time when they were dying, when all these things came up. Especially for couples. So that was all for my video discussion, my last video discussion for Group 77. My name is Jayod Nihad 177376. Thank you so much, and I apologize again to our lecturer if I couldn't make it on the day of the meeting with the other members, and hopefully the other members also will upload their video on Edmodo on their account, and I will upload mine on mine. So thank you so much.